Hi. Hi, DS Tech here. We are with Ginny, Aaron, and Dave, and we want to talk to you about and talk amongst ourselves about Windows 11 and its new release date. It's coming out on October 5th, so it's right around the corner. Um, First topic in question, which I'm sure you two can help me with, is why? Why is Microsoft coming out with another operating system? Why do they do that? Main reason?
It's their tradition, habit.
No,
What's
the main
interesting? What's interesting is if you remember when 10 came out, like a year or two after, there was talk that they were not going to write another operating system. They were just going to keep improving 10 and rewriting it and service packing it and everything, and they were done. And that didn't last too long. So I don't know why. Well, we do know why, Ginny. What's our favorite word?
Security.
Security. That's what I would say.
I would agree. You can't stay one step ahead if you're one step behind, and you know.
Yeah. And you
absolutely.
read that article, Jenny, in that one webpage where it said they're tired of being the target of being blamed for all these hacking and whatever. Well, so they're trying to do something about it. And most people won't be happy, but
yes, the article I was reading was actually written for people like us, MSPs, managed service providers. We talked about that, I think, last week or the week before. No, not last week. It was the week before or the week before. I don't remember. But anyway, and one of the big things about it is something called TPM 2.0, and I had to Google it. But Dave explained it in better terms. He said it's basically security features, and also they are really being stringent on what hardware is compatible with this new operating system.
Yep.
So
what does TPM 2.0 stand for, Jenny?
Oh, goodness. Okay, you ready?
I am.
Where is my little...
I've got it in front
of you? Okay, because I had it in front of me. Now I can't find it.
I don't, but I'm going to tell you one thing. The name is in no way descriptive of what it does, if you ask me, right?
I was going to say.
It doesn't say.
My favorite How To Geek has a better description of it that doesn't sound so crazy. The one I read said something about crypto this and crypto that. Right. But this one says the TPM is a chip that's part of your computer's motherboard. It's soldered onto the motherboard. If you built your own computer, you can buy one, but it generates encryption keys, keeping part of the key to itself. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's encryption hardware is what it is. All right. So now we know why. Because our main reason why we're here, cybersecurity, right? Mm-hmm. So what should we do to prepare is the next question on my list here.
Well, there's Microsoft, as always, people complain about them and whatever, but their updates and their recent service packs or recent Windows upgrades have been free, or it was not always true. It was not always true. So they are offering a free upgrade to anybody who has a Windows 10 machine. I don't know if you can do 7 or 8 to 11. I didn't see that anywhere. There's a little app or program or whatever you can install that will look at your computer and see if it's physically able, the specifications are there to install Windows 10. But then I read the next article you sent us, Ginny, and it said Windows said, oh, it'll run on anything. So we'll wait to see how that works. Don't be the first person to try and install Windows 11. I'm just saying. Okay,
Well,
let them.
I think that article is a little misleading. The title says Windows will run on any PC, but if you read into it, it's because they're just adding more hardware to the list as they go. But I think it's highly likely that most of our customers, except for the ones that have just bought new computers, I'm guessing, I don't even know. I mean, we'd have to run that tool on there and see, if it's compatible.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
Their minimum requirements are literally that minimum. That'll run your operating system, and that's about it.
Right.
If you look at the specs, the processor speed are way. We've come so far past from 1 gigahertz processors.
Mm-hmm.
They have to have multi-cores, though, I believe, for Windows 11. 4 gigs of RAM, that's like unheard of in Windows XP.
Yeah.
In Windows 10, it's like unheard of because everyone has 8 or 16.
We don't sell anything lower than 8.
Right. So
we never do.
The minimum specs are that. It's basically, it'll boot your computer. But any modern computer that's been bought within the last several years, reputable name brand, whomever, Dell, Lenovo, whatever, Toshiba, is going to have the specs that'll run this operating system.
And since we always talk about security, don't just go out there and look for software that will, that you install on your computer that says, can you run Windows 11? Because that hackers are going to be all over that.
True.
So go to Microsoft's website, because there's actually Microsoft itself, Microsoft.com, has a free PC Health Check app. That's what it's called, PC Health Check app, that will check to see if your PC can run Windows 11.
And I'm going to throw this out here right now. That email you get from Microsoft saying, hey, click here to see if your computer is capable of running Windows 11, ain't from Microsoft.
No, it's not. Go to Microsoft's website.
Yes.
Go in your browser and type in Microsoft.com.
They're not going to.
Yeah.
They don't know you.
Right.
They don't know you.
Yeah. Unless, I get Microsoft emails, but I know which ones are legit, because I go through and some of them don't look, some of them that are not legit look legit, right? So that was another topic we were thinking about coming back to again, was phishing, because it's so tricky. So tricky.
So more good news about the upgrade to 11 is they're going to support Windows 10 until 2025.
Yeah.
So you've got 4 years.
Yeah. They're not going to abandon you, because there's a lot of other software companies out there that have to rewrite their software to make it compatible with different newer OSs. So our business systems have to be able to run their business software.
Right.
So.
And to clarify what does support mean is they will still create updates, patch holes, etc., and send them to you free of charge. You can install them automatically if you want, so you're not going to be force marched into Windows 11 until eventually a few years you won't be able to buy Windows 10 computers anymore. We don't know when that is, I don't think.
Yeah. And we certainly don't support Windows 7 anymore. So.
Correct.
I know people say that all the time. Like, you got to have Windows 7 to have our security software. I mean, Windows 10. Sorry. Not Windows 7. If you have Windows 7 on your network, we're going to be after you.
And technically, you can purchase Windows 7 updates, but they will charge you for it.
Yeah, and the price goes up per year.
Yep.
I don't know how long they'll do that for.
I think this is, I believe, in January or February will be year 3, and that's all they promise.
Okay, so after that, then.
Yeah.
Well, now we're looking at Windows 11, so really, for truly, it should be. So
get with the program, folks.
Get with the program.
And if you have a Windows 7 machine and you're going to get rid of it, you might as well buy a Windows 11 machine and just take the plunge. You know?
Yeah, you might as well. Might as well just get the newer operating system and do it. So, all right, get our newsletter so you can find out more. I mean, this topic is literally on my next newsletter. So get on there, and there's always like 3 or 4 topics to choose from in my newsletters, our newsletters, about different things, tips, productivity tips, security tips, all kinds of stuff for your business.
Don't be afraid of change. I mean, there's no,
Mhm.
you know, you're going to get Windows 11 eventually, and you don't need to do it tomorrow, but
Yeah.
it'll be more secure.
All right. Thanks. Good information. Appreciate your time.
See you next
Make it a
week.
great day. We'll see you next week.
You too.